Today, we continue our exploration through the Emerald Nightmare. Today, we uncraft the Emerald Nightmare Part 2, exploring a nightmarish Mulgore in a twisted Thunderball. In the last part of the Emerald Nightmare, we explored the out-of-bounds area of the Mulgore crater section of the raid, as well as parts of the core of the nightmare. I truly wasn't expecting to perform this exploration, but it's already been incredible. In this part, we travel through this portal right here, and we discover what is likely one of the strangest things that I personally have ever seen out of bounds in World of Warcraft: a twisted, nightmarish version of the Horde major city, the capital of the Tauren, Thunder Bluff. Before we begin, I do want to say that this is a live exploration, meaning that I have no idea what to expect, and I may not know exactly where things are located or should be. If there's something that's worth pointing out, I will put it in post, but other than that, just know that maybe I don't have everything exactly accurate. Also, I had a few people complaining about the last video being in first person. I actually did address this while recording the last video, however, that part of the audio actually ended up here in part 2, as I was not going to split it up at first, but after taking so long I decided to. With the method of exploration used in these videos, which I will not discuss out of respect for the WoW explorers that showed me this, I need to use first person. It bothers some people, I am sorry for that, but the video really would not be possible without it, or at least it'd be screenshots, and I don't really want to do that. Let's begin. Okay, so we're back into the main area. I'm thinking it's almost 2 a.m., so I'm gonna have to probably do this in multiple parts. This is gonna be part 1, so this might be a 3-parter. I just expected to do Neltharion's Lair, and that was going to be it. This is pretty cool, though. So I think next time might go. Ooh. Oh, that looks pretty cool. But let's look at these. Okay, so that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool too. You know, funnily enough, I have a video on the Emerald Dreamway. Okay, Grizzly Hills. Oh, it looks all right. Maybe there's part of Zuldrak. Is that it? God. Oh, Northern. Haven't been there in a while either, even though it's my favorite area in WoW. And, okay, so what else do we got? Yeah, those are the 3. I mean, eventually we'll get to Moonglade, but that's later on. So, let's go to Mulgore next. I like Mulgore. I think it's a fine place. So let's see what Mulgore looks like when it's corrupted. You're getting very sleepy. Why do I feel like I'm in Wizard of Oz when she goes into the poppy field? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. This is not exactly what I expected, but I'm fine with this.
What manner of foul creature is this? It seems poised to unleash its corruption upon Thunder Bluff. The spirit of the Tauren.
Oh, this is way different than I thought it was going to be. This is so much cooler than I thought it was going to be. This is a completely created zone. This is freaking awesome. I thought Mulgore Crater was pretty cool with the little portal. This is so much cooler. And we technically have out of bounds. Ooh, oh, wait, here we go. Oh, perfect. Yeah. So if you have any move that can jump you to creatures, you can get out of bounds here. That's good to know. And of course, we got tons of invisible barriers. That is something to keep in mind. Look at that. Is that the sword? Hold on. No, there's no way that that's the sword of Silithus. We're going to have to check this whole area out. This might be the end of part 2 because this is going to be a huge discovery. Huge discovery. We're already off the map. Okay. It does look like we're going to have to explore it in chunks because, wow, look at that. There's so much to explore here. They just put layer after layer of invisible wall. Oh, there's like a random chunk over here that you wouldn't be able to see. Looks like a tree, a giant tree or something. How cool. How cool. Man, they really don't want you exploring this area. Are we free? Nope, not yet. I thought we were free. Wow. Look how freaking cool this place is. What is this over here? Is that... Oh, that's part of the webs, I guess? Huh. If you look here, there's some trees that are just kind of floating, which, you know, not as interesting as the giant tentacle, but still pretty darn cool. Are we free yet? I think we're finally free. Oh, finally. That took forever. There's some random web textures up there. That is super interesting. Oh, what? Whoa. Okay. So I was right. There's just random web textures. I thought maybe that was part of the beginning area, but no, these are just random floating web textures and some random tentacles back here too. How cool is that? This is gonna go to my Patreon. These are pretty darn cool. I'm pretty impressed. I know, again, they're nothing like insanely special, but you would never see these in the instance, so I think it's a win. Seeing aspects that are not used, but they are in the instance. How cool. I'm going to travel a little bit closer to these just to see if anything else pops in. I would like to climb onto that, but I can't reach it from here. Again, there are limitations to this exploration method. It's not just an all be all. But it can get you pretty much anywhere you want to go. I was going to say, maybe I'll make a Patreon. Wait, what is this on here? Is it just a shadow? It's probably just a shadow of like one of the webs or something, but yeah, they're just shadows. That's kind of lame. Okay, let's continue on with the exploration. This was a cool find, though. Okay, we're back in the Mulgore area, and there is a giant path here, which I assume is probably a path that already existed, but obviously it leads to nowhere now. It looks like there's also a very small section of what I think is probably the Barrens. So this pathway probably led to the Barrens at one point. Obviously now it just leads to a dead end. Really interesting that it like changes color right there. I know that's not super important, but it's kind of cool. Let's see. There's the weird texture pattern thing again. And then there's a giant shadow, which I assume is from that. So that's kind of cool. Nothing super crazy, but it is interesting to see this path leading to nowhere. Yeah, this shadow goes all the way across the entire map. I know shadows are always going to be there in World of Warcraft, but that's pretty cool. Shadow goes all the way across the entire map. It looks like this is the main Mesa area where you start off as a Tauren. We're going to head to that next. It doesn't look like the village is here. It looks like this was going to be... Maybe this is where the village was. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. The trees are just kind of floating, by the way. A lot of them are. You can see this one's just floating here. That looks just so strange with it just like being in the air. So strange, so strange. We still have to explore we still have to explore Thunder Bluff too. So we've got a lot to do here still. Okay, so yeah, I think it's Red Cloud Mesa. Something like that. This is where Mulgores are like attacking the Taurens, and start off over here, and there's like a thing up here, and you know, it's a pretty fun area. But there's obviously nothing here now but dead grass or thorns. But all the paths are here, it looks like. There's a little path there and pathway there. That's pretty cool, I guess. Okay, so this tentacle is actually coming out of the ground, which is different than that one. But this one behind it is actually sticking straight up. It's really cool that they know exactly how to make it look like they're all attached to the ground from a distance, but when you get up close, they're just kind of floating around. So that's always really cool. I like when, developers can, make it look very atmospheric while also not having to just completely make everything from the bottom up. They can cut a little corner here or there, and it's not going to hurt anything. Okay, we're finally getting pretty close to the giant tentacle, so we'll head to it in just a second here. Just getting one final look at the starting area of the Taurens. Oh, here's the pathway leading out from the starting area. That's pretty cool. Again, I think the village is supposed to be like technically right over here. It's not there. So in this white chunk, it looks like we're really just getting a good view of the giant tentacle. I mean, look how huge this thing is. This is like, my God, like I'm walking towards it and it just feels like I'm not making any progress. It is huge. I wonder if I should climb it. I wonder if it's worth taking the time to climb this whole thing. Let's climb a little bit and just kind of see. And then we'll hit Thunder Bluff and be done with this area and probably this part of the video. Oh, I can go through this. Well, I can look through it. Okay. Well, we could get a little bit higher up but I don't think it's really necessary. We're pretty close to the skybox and we can't see anything below. This is incredible. I mean, there's not a whole lot up here, but it was worth getting up this high up in the instance. It's pretty cool. So that's I'd call that a win. We do have one more place to check here. We have a little bit of stuff back there, but I'm not really super interested in that. I want to see the Thunder Bluff, and then I think we'll call it a night. So yeah, but this is awesome. This is so cool. Let's head over to the really cool Thunder Bluff over here, and we'll see what's left of the place because it doesn't look very good. So I'm slowly making my way over there, and this is the view so far. You can see there's some jagged textures on the bottom there, jagged textures there, and even jagged textures there. So it's definitely not all it's cracked out to be, but there's this spider webs, I guess, where you start, and then, yeah, so we're making our way there. It's just taking a bit of time. It definitely looks really weird because it's such a shrunken down model of Thunder Bluff. Now, we noticed right away because we were already, like, above the webs, but if you were just, like, you know, playing the raid by itself, it'd probably look like a shrunken down Thunder Bluff, so that's pretty cool. So looking behind the Thunder Bluff, you can see all these things over here. I guess this is supposed to like represent where Thunder Bluff's supposed to be in the map. Not really sure, but it looks very interesting. Like this looks like the path that leads up to the elevators, and then this looks like a cliff, and this looks like a cliff. So there's a wisp right there floating around. So not sure if those are in every level because obviously I've never been in here, as I said before, but that's pretty cool. So this here is a very good look at the, you know, Thunder Bluff that's cracked open, and man, I love this. This is really cool. I'm going to try and explore this without having to go through all these invisible barriers. We'll see how that works. I also want to see if there's anything in this giant hole here, which I doubt there is. Oh, wow. So this is the inside of one of the buildings. This is really cool. It's actually got the proper music map to it. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. It's actually got the proper music map to it. That is so cool. Very impressed with that. Looks like there's some like dummies in the background. Not sure if this is the exact replica of the building that's in Thunder Bluff, but that's super cool. Okay, this building disappears when we walk into it, which is a little disappointing, but oh well.
It's too far away.
Let's see if I can cross this bridge. Whoa. That is so cool. There are so many invisible walls here. It is insane how many invisible walls there are. This place is getting kind of disorientated, which is how much stuff there's going on. It's like a burnt area here for some reason. It's very interesting. Maybe there's usually when there's supposed to be a building here and there's not, there's sometimes like a darker texture for whatever reason. Okay, we got floating tikis Oh my gosh, this is so disorientating. This might be worse than the ruins of Anchorage. So I think this is the place where you like, you know, can use a flight master and all that. Let's see. See if I can climb. Oh. Oh yeah, see there's the area where you take the flight path right there. So can I actually climb this? Let's find out. It's kind of hard to climb it because we're at a huge incline here. Let's see. Yeah, it's got the Thunderbolt music too. That is amazing. Wow. For some reason, I wasn't expecting all of this to have like the proper music map to it and stuff. That was something I definitely did not expect. I don't know if I can get to that. I don't know if I can get to that area. We won't worry about that. For now, we'll just keep exploring this. Oh gosh. Okay. We got one more little area I want to try to get to. We'll see if I can. Oh, I do want to go into that building. Right there. The innkeeper building. That's usually where the innkeepers are, I'm pretty sure. Thunderbluff's kind of like the... It's not like a hated area, but it's rarely anyone goes into Thunderbluff, I feel like. Yep, this has the proper music map to it as well, of course. And I know some people hate when I do like first-person explorations. I have to when I do explorations this way. It's just unfortunately how I have to do it. So I do apologize for that. It's not that I'm doing it on purpose. I know first-person does make things way more disorientating, especially in this particular instance. Oh my gosh, I can barely even... My brain is just not comprehending this. Oh shoot. Oh god. I thought I was gonna lose where I was. I thought I was gonna fall. Oh, I got nervous. Okay, so we got one more bridge to cross. Thankfully, I'm getting real disorientated here. Oh my gosh. It's like... Oh man. Okay, so this is gonna be our last building here. Is this where the... It's not where the chieftain sits. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember what this building is, but it's pretty important. Oh, very cool.
It's too far away.
Well, we're getting to the end here, so we've got one more thing we got to do. Let's see if I can get to it. There's so many invisible walls. Let's do it. Oh, wait. No. There's another invisible wall right at the edge here. Let's see. Can I do it? And here we go. Whoa. Hang on a second. What is all this? What the? What? That made no sense at all. That was really bizarre. Okay, so whenever I leap there, it actually teleports me. How strange. Oh. Is that gonna be it? Oh, it's a disconnect. Oh, this is a bad disconnect. Oh, this is a WoW stopped. Oh no. I'm pretty sure that's it. Well, Um, I guess we're at the end of the video. That I have an hour and a half of audio to go through, so this is probably going to be just split up into multiple parts. Wow, how absolutely bizarre. So the Emerald Nightmare is not where I expected to explore tonight. It is not where I even wanted to explore tonight. And also the video is, it's gonna have to be split into multiple parts because it takes a long time to edit these videos. And if I had a 3-hour long video on the Emerald Nightmare, it would just, I would probably take me like 2 months to edit that. Not even kidding. That's not even a joke. 3 hours of footage. You think I have typically about 3 hours of just raw video and then I write a script. This is all like me reacting to everything. So my Gilneas video took a long time to edit because I was talking the whole time. So this is going to take a long time to edit. So I'm just going to split it up, I think, into all 5 sections of the Emerald Nightmare. Though I do want to release them more frequently than once a week because I feel like that's kind of unfair that 5 of my videos in the year were spread out over the course of, you know, a month and a half. 5 videos on one instance over a month and a half. I feel like that's a little unfair. So I'm going to try my best to get a couple of these out, and then if I can get about 6 videos off of this one out of bounds area, then I'm going to take a little bit of a break after that, of course. So we'll see what happens. You'll see the Patrons on the screen right now. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. If you want to join the Patreon, you can click the link in the description. The link down there will bring you to the Patreon. You'll see what benefits you can get. There's a lot of them. And I'm very happy to show this area off to you guys. This is pretty cool. I just had a whim. Go to the Emerald Nightmare. People were right. It is absolutely freaking incredible. I'm going to start editing these tomorrow. It is 2 a.m. It is actually 2:16 and I have to work at 8 a.m. So yeah, let's stop recording here. Thank you guys for watching.